right, so now you understand why there was all this setup. And with us this morning is Vidya Ramuta. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
And what are you going to teach us today?
Today we are going to make Parsad.
Parsad.
Ooh.
I love Parsad. And, you know, I never knew how to make it. I never had a class. Yeah, really. So
well, today is your day, sir.
Today is my day. So I'm seeing some ingredients and stuff set out. But before we go into that, what do you do?
I am a housewife, but also owner of a kitchen in Felicity. It's called Vid's Kitchen.
Yes.
So I cook. I do a lot of cooking. In 2017, I've won the doubles competition, the Minister of Doubles competition, and also the Cora Fest competition.
So we need to bring you back here to make doubles and curry duck and thing.
Of course. Or you can visit our kitchen where you can get it.
That works as well.
Yes.
A lot less
So, so presently we are doing, besides these stuff, we are doing fried chicken and also barbecue.
Nice.
Oh, that's something. I think we need to go check you all out. And where are you located?
We are located in Gilbert Street in Felicity.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, I'll need to make a trip down the highway a little bit then because I've heard good things and I like my belly. I don't know about you, Rockers.
Well, I mean, we're here for that. So tell us, how do you even begin to make Parsad?
Okay, you're starting by using ghee, which is clarified butter. So we'll be putting like half cup.
Half cup, whole pot spoon, you mean?
Well, actually, this is half cup.
Ah, okay, okay.
Right? So, seeing that I have a very small pot, I'm not going to put a lot into the pot.
That was not a lot.
No, it's not a lot.
All right. I had to learn.
Yes,
For those of you who count your calories, well, you know, Parsad,
yeah,
that's your cheat meal there.
Clearly.
Yeah. So, you heat this. And while this is heating, I will be making something you call a pag.
Okay.
The pag is also like a syrup, but instead of using just sugar water, I'll be using milk.
Milk, okay.
Right?
And that pot is hot there, as you saw the smoke and heard the sizzle.
So I'll be using like half pack of the milk.
Okay.
So that's roughly half liter.
Yes. Half liter together with the carnation milk.
All right. So evaporated milk goes in as well. Are you going to use the whole pack?
I'll leave back a little bit because the pot is really small.
Okay.
I wouldn't be using all of it. To that, I'm going to add some condensed milk.
Plenty milk in Parsad.
Well, actually, they dilute it with water. You normally dilute it with water, but I am not diluting it.
Oh gosh, we're getting concentrated version.
So you're getting a real thing,
nice.
right? I am not going to put, this is 1 cup of sugar. I'm not going to put the entire cup of sugar.
Okay.
I'm going to just put a little bit, which is about 1/4 cup of sugar.
Okay.
Right? So I would leave this.
So you bring that up to a simmer and...
actually, yeah, more like a boil than a simmer. Right?
And dissolve the sugar.
To dissolve the ingredients.
Nice and smooth.
Yes. Now to this here that I have the ghee, if you notice the ghee started to melt.
Yeah, the ghee started to melt out there.
It started to melt out here, right?
Nice.
This is a dabbler.
Right. I used to have one of those and I don't anymore. I need to get a new one.
Dabbler. And this is, I don't want to make a mess.
All right. So
this is cream of wheat.
Cream of wheat.
Yes.
Okay.
I am not using any flour today. I'm using cream of wheat.
What's the difference in the texture?
The texture, this will have a more grainy texture compared to the flour. The flour is a more smooth one.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
So you get a different texture and a different taste from this.
All right. Well, Vidya, we're going to continue checking in with you during the program. We're going to check back in with Vidya, who is continuing to make the Parsad here. And let's find out the steps that we have missed. So, Vidya, we're back with you. I see you're stirring the pot right now, and the last thing you said that was going in was the cream of wheat.
Yes, I put in the cream of wheat patch.
Right.
That is to get like a golden brown color.
Wonderful.
Yes, so to this now I am going to add elaichi or cardamom. This is 1 table. Yes, this is 1 tablespoon of cardamom. So I'm going to add this to it. And I'm not using fresh ginger this morning. I'm using ginger powder.
Well, it makes life a little easier.
Yeah. So it's also 1 tablespoon of ginger powder.
So you would normally like grate out a tablespoon of ginger?
Actually, we wouldn't grate a tablespoon. I'll grate like 2 pounds. Because we do not make this little bit of powder.
Well, yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Probably the big Mako pot.
Yeah.
So, to this now we will continue cooking it until it gets a little more brown in color. And then I will add the pag or the syrup to it.
The pag, right.
Yes, together with the cherries and chopped almonds and raisins.
Oh, wonderful,
okay.
Wonderful. So
cherries, almonds, raisins.
Yeah,
all that's still going.
It is optional. Some,
okay.
Yeah, some like it, some don't like it.
Right.
And when do you know that the pag is ready?
Well, actually, I have taken off the stove with the pag already because it had started to bubble as well, and you wouldn't want to let it boil because it will burst.
Right.
Meaning that it will separate.
Okay.
I wish that the viewers could actually smell what we're smelling in studio right now.
Well, I really am not liking the smell because I'm getting hungry. You
smell all the richness of the milk and the creams, and it smells wonderful.
Yeah. It really does. And
hey, you have news to read.
When the news is done, I'll be having some fun.
You can look like a real toast man there.
Me.
Oh my goodness.
I've been on the sideline, like literally signaling to her, I can eat it, yeah, decent.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here and we are very close to the end of the show, but not quite yet. We still have a little to share with you. Vidya Ramuta of Vid's
Kitchen.
Vid's Kitchen. Vid's Kitchen there in Felicity Shogunas is here with us, and she has been teaching us how to make Parsad. And as we continue, this will be the last check-in for the morning, and after which, well, of course, we're going to have some Parsad, which we are looking forward to. And of course, Ainka is looking forward to it as well. She may just run back across there in a short to join us.
It's a small pot.
Yeah.
Vidya's been saying how small the pot is, so I hope she get. Is there a waiting period afterwards? Like after you finish cooking, you have to cool and you have to let it cool and wait? You can eat it one time?
You can eat it one time, but actually Parsad is one of the Indian delicacies you use for pujas, for your offering. So this is something that you make to do offerings.
Okay.
So that is why in most prayers when you go, you will get Parsad.
But what does it signify?
A sweet offering to go.
Just a sweet offering? Okay. Nice.
That's wonderful. So what we saw there before we came in was that you added the pag, which was the milk mixture.
Which is the milk mixture to it. And it has already cooked up really nice. So to the last, I would add the cherries because you don't want to lose the color of the cherry.
Right.
It's Manichuran cherries?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
I check and see if it's local cherries or I don't know what kind of cherry.
Yeah, it is quite local. Yeah, so this is actually the finishing product of it. Just leave it to dry a little bit again. You see, it comes out clean from the pot. It comes off really nice.
And the difference here, you use the cream of wheat instead of the flour.
Instead of the flour.
To give it a richer texture.
A richer texture, taste. And I use no water, only milk.
Right.
So you're getting a really tasty
Parsad.
Yes, very, very much so.
So normally Parsad that's making for the offerings or for sale is with water? Just to get the volume?
No, you use, well, if it's me, honestly, I would use mostly milk.
Right.
Maybe 1 pack of water to go with it, but I use mostly milk.
Okay.
And that is like to 5-pound ghee, which is 3 times this amount of ghee. So that is what I would use.
Okay.
But most people dilute it to make the
to be able to make more.
To make more.
Yeah.
And they will add the sugar for sweetening to the amount of flour or the amount of cream of wheat that you would use.
So, and instead of sugar, you use both sugar and condensed milk?
I use a very little bit of sugar, but I use condensed milk. That is why I put less sugar, because I put more of the condensed milk.
And the condensed milk would make it rich as well, in addition to the other milk that you use.
Of course, it will make it rich as well.
So people who lactose intolerant really can't come anywhere near to this?
Unless you use the pag, which is sugar and water alone.
Ah, okay.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
So it looks like... So could you substitute, like, say for instance, as you mentioned, lactose intolerance, could you substitute like for almond milk or soy milk or any of these things?
Yes, you can.
And it turns out pretty much the same way?
Same way.
That's so nice. careful there.
And I'm saying you want a hand there, looking like stove big enough.
And you're not accustomed.
So I hope I can see and you see how much Parsad there is, right? So if you're not early.
Yeah. And it have men off camera right now with their jaws dropping, the tongue hanging out, and they can't wait. Yes, Salima talking about you. You see? Men try to talk about if it's taste time.
Taste time, yeah.
So was it normal? How much are you supposed to eat in any serving of Parsad? You could.
Actually, we never really
You just
but there's not a suggested serving amount,
okay.
you know.
Eat until you're full.
Because people have a real craving for sweet, so I guess you just have to limit yourself and eat accordingly.
And what's that you just garnish it with there? See the cinnamon stick?
Yeah, this is...
But the leaf?
This is tulsi.
Tulsi?
Tulsi.
Right. So, all right, so now you know, if you didn't know before, this is how you make Parsad, and you saw it right here on the Now Morning Show. And we are looking forward to digging into that in a little bit. And but we do have some time still, so I want to pick your brain a little bit. And one of my favorite traditional Hindi sweets, it's barfi. And how if you could just run us through the process of making barfi.
Okay, barfi is made with powdered milk and Nestle cream. Also using sugar water as a pag in it. You also use elaichi and ginger for additional taste and spices. What you do, you mix the powdered milk together with the Nestle cream. You combine it together, you sift it, and to that, when you sift it, or you could use who have the processor, you can process it as well, because you don't want lumps in it. And that, when you're done, the pag has to make in a thick consistency where it wouldn't caramelize and get like a hard sugar grain like that. So you want a sticky flow in it, you mix it to the powdered milk and the Nestle cream that you have just combined, and then you set it in a tray.
Is this cream a powdered cream?
The cream of the Nestle cream that I'm speaking about.
No, as you can see, cream is like, it look like cream.
No, it will come back like powder.
Really?
Yeah. When you finish putting that cream to it and you sift it and everything, it will come back to powder. But it just would be a little more greeny.
Yeah. Okay.
It will look something like the cream of wheat
before you put it in.
Oh, I see. Right.
Vidya, who taught you to make all these things?
Actually, my group of people have been older women, and I go and be around people when they're cooking and so on, because I have a love for cooking.
Right.
And I watch and I learn.
I think it's oftentimes in our history we don't realize how important that passing on of knowledge is from generation to generation. And it's like, you can tell me about a quarter spoon and a tablespoon, and you're doing it this by eye, and you just dropping things.
Well, actually, today I tell you measurement, but I don't really do measurement.
Of course, you just listen to the ancestors when they say stop, you stop.
And even my son is telling me, Mommy, use a spoon, and I just be like this.
Yeah. Because you understand how it feeds, you can feed it out and adjust accordingly.
By looking at something, you would know if it have enough of an ingredient or not.
Do you taste a lot along the way as well?
No, I do not taste.
Really?
No.
You don't taste until it's done?
No.
Can I tell you, my wife has cussed me for that? If I cook and I don't taste the food in between, if it come out tasting a little bit off, you taste this food, you didn't taste it when I was cooking.
Well, actually, I have cooked in a really big way.
Yeah.
For prayers and Ramayana, and cooked for over 300 people at a time.
Okay, well then, you're in a different league altogether. You're in a whole different league to me there. I cooking for 3 people, you cooking for 300.
Yeah, so actually, it's harder for me to cook for a little bit of people than for...
Usually is the case. Usually is.
Yeah.
But you know what I find difficult though is getting the consistency and taste when you start to expand the numbers. Like when you reach numbers like 300, how do you maintain the taste? So you know what I mean? Like they say the first batches be real good, but by the second batch you get tired.
No, I maintain my taste throughout the years. And for the people who know me and our kitchen, they can vouch for that we have not failed in our taste.
But is it difficult to maintain that standard?
No.
Because I know like you're saying...
No, because I like tasty food. So if I like a tasty food, I want to give a tasty food.
Right. See, that's what we're talking about. I was talking about customer service. Right. That is service.
Yeah, that is service, for sure.
Is service.
But, how do you maintain the quality? If you like, say you don't measure. So how do you have it in your mind to, average these large amounts?
Every time
and make it the same every time?
Just practice. It's practice, I guess.
Years and years.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, well, actually, I started to cook at the age of 9 by my parents, and from making a very little bit to making a big amount, and then not coming out good and
trying again.
Running and training it away before my mommy come and starting another batch, and that is how I learned. I push myself towards it. And besides that, my husband have pushed me a lot and tell me, you could do it, because doubles is something that they really like, and I didn't know how to make doubles. And I started by a little bit, and I tried. The first set came out like bake, and the channel was really yellow, and I keep trying. And every time I try, my father-in-law would tell me, he deceased now, he would say, Vidya, I don't know what you're sticking for. You need to go out there and sell. And after his passing, that is when I have entered the competition with the minister, the first ever Minister of Doubles competition that 106 hosted. And I won that competition.
Nice.
So the encouragement I get from family members, immediate family, extended family, friends, it is awesome.
Nice. Vidya, has the COVID-19 pandemic affected your kitchen at all?
Being perfectly honest to you, it hasn't.
It hasn't? Well, that's great.
We are a small business owner and in a very small area, and we observe the COVID measures and social distancing, so we still have people coming.
And you know, people have that that trust, you know, that you are consistent with what you're doing and stuff. So you know, even in this time where other places may have had to change things a bit, you know, you had it on lock already and ready to go.
So, Carrie, it's 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Can we taste this thing before we leave?
I think we should.
Because I feel like if we wait till afterwards, we mightn't get it. Because I see these vultures, and we have the benefit of being live on set. So we could, we have...
Well, look at that.
I was bringing all kind of unsavory napkins for you, girl. All right, let's see what's going on here. So how do we eat this?
Okay.
With a spoon, with your hand?
With your hand.
With your hand, all right.
Well,
I'll check in, I don't know.
You don't mind not touching it?
I don't mind that at all. I trust these hands.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, it's still nice and warm.
Thank you, yeah, right? This is the first time I'm going to have Parsad warm.
This is the first time I'm going to have Parsad.
Wow.
You never had Parsad?
Yeah, I normally just go straight to the gulab jamuns. And that's it. I just normally go straight there.
I'll wait you on that one.
Yeah. Gulabs is my go-to one time. All right, so.
All right, time for this.
So, I have no more, guys. This is finished.
Right,
unfortunately, nobody else on set
make a difference today, no?
Make a difference today. Let me just take it.
Right, we'll make our difference.
Video, well done.
Offset.
Well done. This is quite lovely. Quite lovely.
Thank you so much. And thank you very much. All right, everybody make a difference today now. I going straight to San Fernando.
Where you going? Ladies and gentlemen, Carrie is leaving the building. He has decided that the Parsad is all his own. But Vidya, this is great. This is lovely. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It is a pleasure being here. Thank you all for having me here.
So when are you coming back?
Anytime you're ready.
If I make a trip down to the city.
Make the trip to the city and invite me back. I'll be here.
Oh my goodness, this is lovely. Or you go and check out Vid's Kitchen in Felicity, please.
So
trust when I tell you that.
All right. You know, it's a time to share and a time to, you know, for community and all these things. So
no, it's not a time for community, but it's a time for light in your life.
I'll share.
And stop your slackness in the dark. Ladies and gentlemen, we really do want to remind you to make a difference today now.
Yes,
and thank you guys so much.
Also remind you to keep on wearing your mask, washing your hands, keeping physical.